Okay. That was a very interesting 2 minutes just now. I was prepping for everything, and then I looked at my phone and saw it was 7:59, and I'm like, ah! And I used to have like a little thing here that said, story time is starting soon. Our robot vacuum nearly ate it today, and so I threw it somewhere. I don't know where it went, so I tried to find it, but I'm here now. So we're gonna get started on tonight's story as I catch my breath at the same time. Today's story is Dumbo's Snowy Day with Dumbo and Mrs. Jumbo. And I want to mention that tomorrow's story time is going to have to be pre-recorded because we do have previous engagements. So it is Christmas-ish. We're not celebrating like we normally do, but just kind of doing a couple porch exchanges and stuff. So that, yeah, we still kind of have it, but yeah. If you're familiar with the channel, you know what Christmas is for us. It's our annual get-together friends that won't be happening this year. So we make do. So tomorrow's video will be pre-recorded. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go on with tonight's story live. One chilly day, the circus animals were on their way to a new town, but their train, Casey Jr., was struggling to get through the falling snow. His wheels slid on the icy railroad tracks. Finally, Casey Jr. decided it was too dangerous to keep going. The train came to a stop and waited for the snow to pass. Dumbo was happy that the train had stopped. He'd never played in the snow before. He thought it felt very strange, and he tried to walk through it. His mother, Mrs. Jumbo, encouraged him. "You can do it," she said. Soon, Dumbo got the hang of walking through the snow. All morning, Dumbo and his mother played in the snow. They gathered snowballs together with their trunks. They made snow elephants and even played hide and seek. But as Dumbo and his mother explored, they got farther and farther from the train. Suddenly, Dumbo slid down a steep hill. He called after his mother to follow him. But when she reached the bottom of the hill, Mrs. Jumbo realized she couldn't climb back up. Dumbo tried to push. He tried to pull, but nothing worked. Mrs. Jumbo slipped farther down the slope toward a sharp edge of a cliff. "You'll have to fly off and get help," she told Dumbo. Uh-oh. So Dumbo flew off as fast as his ears would take him. As he soared towards the train, the wind began to blow. It pushed harder and harder against him. Finally, Dumbo's ears got so cold he couldn't fly. He worried about his mother while he waited for the wind to pass. Once the wind died down, Dumbo raced to the train. He gathered all the animals together so that they could help. "What are we waiting for?" Timothy Mouse cried. "We've got to save Mrs. Jumbo." Dumbo led his friends back to the cliff. By the time they found Mrs. Jumbo, the windstorm had pushed her even closer to the cliff's edge. The animals knew they had to think of something fast. "Oh dear," worried the giraffe. "How can we get down there to help?" Timothy snapped his fingers. He had an idea. "Everybody line up!" he shouted. He ordered the animals to grab one another's tails. At the front of the line, the ostrich leaned over the cliff to take hold of Mrs. Jumbo's trunk. 1, 2, 3, pull! Yelled Timothy. The animals worked together, huffing and puffing, pulling and stretching, until Mrs. Jumbo had made it safely to the top of the cliff. But suddenly, there was a loud crack. The cliffside gave away and the animals tumbled down. Watch out, yelled the hippo. Yikes, cried the monkey. Uh-oh, said the giraffe. Help, shouted the bear. And then they took a tumble. All of the animals tumbled together and rolled down the hill. Before long, they had become a giant snowball. How do you stop this thing? Cried Timothy as they zoomed along. The snowball gathered speed until, uh-oh, what's gonna happen? It's a pretty mighty large snowball of animals. Crash, bang, boom, oof. The animal's snowball hit the bottom of the hill and broke apart. Is everyone okay? Timothy asked as he straightened his hat. Luckily, everyone was fine, just a little dizzy from their unexpected snow ride. All the animals began walking back to the train. Walking wasn't nearly as fast as riding in a snowball, but it was a lot less scary. That night, Mrs. Jumbo gave Dumbo a warm bath. Thank you for flying to find help today, she said to her son. Dumbo smiled and blew a trunk full of water over his head. Hey, don't forget about me, said Timothy from his teacup bath. I helped too. Mrs. Jumbo nodded. You certainly did. Thank you. Aw, gee, said Timothy. It was nothing at all. And I believe that's the end. Thanks for tuning in for day 22 of our Storybook Advent Calendar. Like I said before, tomorrow's story will be pre-recorded because we will be playing Santa Claus and doing our rounds to porches. So, yeah, I will sort of see you tomorrow. You'll see me for sure. But, yeah, tune in tomorrow and hope you enjoy. Have a good night, guys. Bye.